Hello guys, welcome to recaps of Norway Super Tournament 2017 round 7. We have today very exciting tournament, very exciting round actually, because we have 3 decisive games and 2 draws. So before we start any analysis, I want to read results. So Vachier-Lagrave beat Vachier-Lagrave lost against Anish Giri. Anish Giri won with black pieces, very nice game. Sicilian opening, then Kramnik Carlsen. Kramnik beat Carlsen. Kramnik with white pieces in Italian opening beat Carlsen. Pretty much surprise and pretty much disappoint. Carlsen world champion play very bad all this tournament. So another loses after he lose a game against Aronian in a previous round. He lost now against Kramnik. Karjakin, Aronian, that game was very exciting, and I'm planning to show all these 3 games. So Karjakin, Aronian win with the black pieces, also in Italian opening. So in today round we have almost 10 tournament, because all these 3 games was Italian opening. Anand Nakamura, that game was interesting. Anand have some slight advance, but later become rook endgame, and the players make a draw. Wesley Saw play with white pieces against Caruana. Caruana defend with the Queen's Gambit accepted. He played with the black pieces. Wesley Saw have extra pawn in a endgame, rook and the opposite color bishops, but unfortunately that was not enough for winning. So that game was finished draw. After round 7 we have standings. Aronian leads with the 5 points from 7 games. Second place Nakamura 4.5. Third and fourth place share Kramnik and Giri with the 4 points. Wesley Saw is alone on the 5th place with the 3.5 points. 6th to 8th place share 3 players. That was Caruana, Karjakin and Anand with the 3 points. And 9 to 10 places Carlsen and Vachier-Lagrave with 2.5 points. This is very unusual to Carlsen, is on the last place, actually share with the Vachier-Lagrave. So I hope Carlsen will find a strength in the last 2 rounds to make some winning and make little better standing in the end. Okay, now we can start just like I said with the game Kramnik Caruana. So white was Kramnik and he played e4. So this is very strange actually, because Kramnik usually play with white pieces knight f3 and c4, but he decided to play e4. All this tournament he play actually e4. Okay, e4, e5. Carlsen defend with his favorite move actually, e5. And now we have, just like I said, Italian opening, Italian game, very popular on this tournament between these super strong grandmasters. c3, knight f6, d3. So these moves I don't have any special comment, because these moves play so many times in so many games. I can say only here maybe instead of d3 white can play d4, but that line is a pretty much drawish after e takes bishop before check. So d3 is much more serious move, I can say. d6, castle, a6. Why a6? Because that bishop wants to have a place for room for a7 place. That's why he plays 6. Now rook e1, bishop e7, a7, a4. White also make a space for his bishop. So all these moves we've seen thousands times. So this is theory. d4. Now white make breakthrough in the center. Very good idea. Knight g6, Carlsen defended, and now we have first interesting moment. Rook, bishop d3, and now we have rook e8. In a game, this is novelty, this is new move. Carlsen intends to surprise Kramnik and play something new. But in a game between Grandmasters Hugh Girov and Eliseev in St. Petersburg 2016, in that game black took on d4 first and rook e8. It's looked like this is probably better idea, but Kramnik Carlsen played the new move rook e8, and now bishop c2. This is typical maneuver in this line. So actually this position now remind on Ruy Lopez, because even white play like Italian and black also play. Later with this maneuver bishop a4 and bishop d3, bishop c2, knight bd2, we have actually typical Ruy Lopez position. So we can say from Italian game partly convert or invert in Ruy Lopez openings. It's looking like Ruy Lopez, but actually is nothing special for white. I can say the position is close to equal. Carlsen don't have any problem in opening, but we can see later what's happened. h6, knight f1, just like I said, this maneuver is typical. So e takes d4, c takes d4, nothing dramatically still happened, everything is fine. c5, Carlsen controlled the game, d5. This move looks a little ugly because close the bishop, but actually get a battle for the e5 square, so the move is actually good. b5, also good move. Carlsen completely controlled the game. Knight g3. I must say, Carlsen didn't play so badly this game like he played against Aronian. He took that pawn on a3 against Aronian, and that game was completely looks not so good, right? So bishop d7, bishop e3, bishop b6, rook a8, queen a8, b4. Okay, now it's looked like Carlsen have some little problems, because after b4 Kramnik simply pinning that bishop, but queen a7 hold everything, right? And this move actually also computer show in analysis that was actually the best move. Kramnik play queen a1, queen c7, and bishop h6. It's looked like Carlsen blunder this move, but actually is not, because he have this move. Now the bishop hang. Now become very nice tactical game, because white continue with the sacrifice. And now king g7 doesn't work, because white have wonderful move knight h5, and he can win a game. But Carlsen have simply queen c2. What is this, my gosh? This looks like a very wild tactical game. Queen f6. And this is the moment when actually Carlsen make, I can say, decisive a mistake. He should go with the bishop f2, check, king h2, and queen c3. He absolutely controlled the game after that. I mean, black really don't have any problem after this. I analyzed this. After the round, you can download the PGN file and see all this analysis. We don't have a time to look all this stuff here, but that was a tip critical, right? This is most important what black should do, and he will control the game absolutely. So instead of that, he go queen f2, like I said.
Check.
And now Kramnik is simply better. I mean, he have simply very big advantage here. I don't think so Carlsen have any chance after this, because he try, but he just go to the trouble. So tactically, I mean, Rook G1, we can say here the game is completely decisive for White. So the rest of the moves are really not so much interesting, because White is totally winning, because he simply cannot defend the light squares. Actually, after this, the dark squares. After this move, he cannot defend the bishop or bishop f6 threats. That's the main point. And after that, black can only resign. So he play rook e4, and now queen h5, and now become interesting endgame where actually White have an extra piece. So he just trade, and now Kramnik very easy realize this, because the pawn is unstoppable, just d7 and d8. So this is second losing Carlsen game on this tournament. It's looked like when he play in Norway, he don't play well. I don't know what's happened with him, but he really don't play well. This is not first time he play pretty much disappointing his mother country, but what we can do, Carlsen is of course the best player in the world and world champion, and I'm sure he can very quickly just survival all this playing crisis and go with his old great form. So that was a game which is very interesting. And the second game is Karjakin Aronian. Aronian played this tournament unbelievable strong. Okay, so let's take a look. That White was Karjakin, e4, e5. So just like I said, another Italian game. Bishop c4, bishop c5, castle, knight f6, d3. Karjakin played d3. Of course, all these guys mostly play Ruy Lopez, not Italian. But in this tournament, interesting, a lot of players with the white pieces go to the Italian, not Ruy Lopez. a4, a5, bishop g5, h6. So this is typical move in Italian when White tried to pin that knight, and now Black backed that move. That's interesting. Here was possible other moves like d6 or something, but bishop b7 is absolutely a theoretician move. And now he played this move, bishop g3, d6, h3, king h8. Okay, this is actually new move. I check in the chess base, and this move is new move, king h8. Before in one game from this year, actually in tournament in Stavanger, Norway, 2017, Aronian with the black pieces against Caruana played this move, and after rook e1, king h8, c3, knight b6, bishop b3, f5. I like very much this. Actually, I like rather this idea what play Aronian against Caruana than what he played today, but he probably wants to surprise Karjakin, who is a very extremely theoretician player, and who always intend to get some advantage in the opening. So definitely that was his idea. But this is also good. That game against Caruana and Aronian was finished draw, and White couldn't win that, and Aronian hold the equality. But definitely we can see king h8 is a novelty, is a new move. Okay, now White played d4. c3, sorry. c3, sorry guys, c3, and then knight h7. Black prepare f5, of course. f5 is a main move, right? So queen b3, f5, here we go. Now we have this, and now this is very interesting moment, because everybody was taught bishop f5 is a move, and I really don't know why he didn't take, because I checked this position with the computer a little, and computer show here rook e1 or knight e2, like possible moves, and of course queen b7 is a move number 3, right? So here we have some interesting line, queen b7, bishop d7. Now of course that queen, black threats this, and this, and the queen is trapped, right? So must go back, but when the queen back, black have excellent move, rook f3, gf3, and knight g5, and this will be a huge compensation for the sacrificing quality with the totally crushing pawn structure on the king side, where black have, Aronian will have in that case very, very big initiative. So that's not happened, but it's very strange why he didn't take. So he didn't take, he played this move. He delay to take with this. So before he take here, he want to play this move, and then he want to take with the knight. But Aronian play, Karjakin play bishop e6, knight e7, knight h4, queen e8. I check this and I look, can white really improve and hold this extra pawn? But actually no, because in all variation black always tries to take the knight on h4 and take the pawn on f5. So this is something what actually white cannot stop. And now happened bishop c8. Here was interesting move, knight e2, right? But why can still take, just like I said, take here and take here, so without problem. So he played that, rook c8, knight g6, takes, queen b7, and white is better here. White have some advantage here. I will show you guys what actually Karjakin should play. He should not lost this game. He played pretty good this game today, but he makes some crucial mistake in the last hour of the game, so that's why he lost. Maybe he lost energy, I don't know. So h4, knight e6, this is move 20. Okay, so before knight g5, queen d3 was also good move. I really don't know why he didn't take that. That's also good move. But okay, he played knight g5, h4, knight e6, queen e4, queen h5, knight e2, knight f4. Aronian play very aggressive actually. Bishop f4. That knight is very annoying, so it's a good idea to take that knight. But this is absolutely holdable position. Queen f3, queen h4, rook e1, absolutely holdable. Knight c4. Knight is awesome on c4. I mean, this is no problem for black, for white to hold. Rook e6. So I will show you guys very easy way what actually he should play. And here we go. This is the critical moment. Now he played queen d3, and when he played queen d3, everybody was thinking this will be a draw, because if I go back, black simply cannot improve his position, because he can push g4, he can push g5, h5, because queen d5 check and queen g5. So basically you must go back and I can play the same thing and make a draw. So this is actually what Karjakin should play. This is he's very patient player, and this is very strange why he didn't go to the draw. But he want to win. He play for win. Maybe he was thinking in this position he's better. But he totally, I don't know, did he didn't have a high opinion about this move, or he just was thinking something else? But this is definitely a much better position now for black, and black in trouble after this move. Definitely white in trouble after f3. So gf3, rook f4. This is very big advantage after this. Now Karjakin fight for to not lose the game, and king g2. Okay, here this is crucial mistake. In this moment, in a move 32, he probably should go knight e2. Even after that, white is better after queen h5 or queen h3. Anyway, white is better, but still playable for white. So why this move is decisive losing? Because this. And now just g4. And now king position collapsed after f takes, rook f2, checkmate here. So it's just hopeless position for Karjakin, unfortunately. So pretty much, and this is final tactical shoot. After that, he resigned. Queen f1, king h7. He sacrificed that rook. But what we have here, we have position where actually white slowly go to h7, and now rook f5, checkmate. In this position, Karjakin resigned because he couldn't do anything against that threats. So that was pretty much sad losing of Karjakin's side, because he have a draw in this game. He should easy hold this game and not lose this game, but he lost, and Aronian is a little luck. That's why he leads. Okay, so that was second decisive game, and now we can go to take a look game between Vachier-Lagrave, the guy who is on the last place. He share actually last place with the world champion Magnus Carlsen, and in this game Vachier-Lagrave tried to make better result, and he go with the move e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6. What we have here, Sicilian. Okay, knight c3. Now some guys play here e5, and then game transposed to some other kind of Sicilian, but g6 is transposition to dragon position, or Simagin Sicilian. Actually was dragon. Bishop c4, castle, and now f3, queen d2, castle alongside is something what is the main theory, but white, when he played this order, I was thinking he can go with the short side and then play f4. That line is also theoretician, but he play f3. What I'm not so sure is a good idea in this case, because after queen d2, knight d4, bishop d4, b5, black is simply quick with his counter playing on the queen side, and now castle alongside will be, I don't know, but probably will be not a good idea for white. So that's why white tried to to block the queen side before he tried to make escape on the long side. Obviously, if white going to short side, black really don't have any problem with his position. So only idea for white is actually attack, minority attack on the king side. That's why the king must go to long side. But in this case, I investigated this position, and this is all theory, guys. All these moves are playing before, and the grandmasters know that very well. So this is all theory. All theory till to move 19. All this is theory. Till to move 19. Okay, how to defend this pawn? Not easy. Not easy to defend this pawn. But white have g4, of course. So now bishop a4. Of course, this move will be not good, because h5 and h takes g6 and queen h6 with a very strong attack. So he played this move. Now king b1. King b1 is a new move. So in this moment I want to stay a little here, because this is very interesting. In a game between Savchenko and Shomoev Savchenko in a Moscow 2016, white try instead of king b1. So this is actually novelty of with the idea of Vachier-Lagrave. So in that game, Shomoev, Shevchenko, St. Petersburg, actually Moscow 2006, in that game was played like this, and rook h2. Very, very interesting. And white get some advantage in the opening, but unfortunately he lost the game in 34 moves. So probably Vachier-Lagrave was afraid Giri make some new idea, a new innovation in this game. So that was the reason why he didn't take that pawn on a4. That's the only reason. I mean, why he didn't trade the bishops and go with the queen d4. So he go king b1. One other game was played queen d4, king h7, and takes. But that's actually the transposition, the same thing. So king b1. So what was the point of this? Who is better here? Well, white didn't prove the novelty, the theoretician meaning of this move, because black simply take on b3. And now it's interesting moment when black played this. Computer show like this position is completely equal, because if you want to take on h5, I can take with the rook and block the king side, and black is fine. If black can stop it, the idea of mate of attacking on the h file, black will simply play queen c5, a5, a4, and he can start with attack. So if black blocking the king side, the white attack is not strong anymore. So Giri play rook e8, queen rook c6, queen b5, rook c7, a5, g5. Okay, after this move, black definitely took a lot of advantage. So what was better here? I analyzed this king, queen d4. This move is much better, but the point is, after this, g5, queen e2, queen d1, queen e5, rook e1, queen f5, king a1, king a2, king h7. The king is in a very safe mood, and white and black is fine, but white is also fine after f4. So that's the point. This is how white should play this game, and probably will not lost the game if Vachier-Lagrave continue in that way. But unfortunately, he didn't play that. He played instead of this check. So check was very, very important, very crucial in this moment. He played g5. Check. Now he played check. And now I'm afraid it's a little late. He missed now queen c4. Queen c4 was another interesting move. And in move 30, he also missed better move. That was here. Yeah, here he missed b3, what actually was a little more playable. This move losing forced, so b3, but definitely black is still better, of course, even after that move. So f5, Giri just pick up material, and after this move, white try last chance g6, but after this move here, because for example, what is the idea? The idea is simply double rook. So if you go, or rook d5, of course. So if you go check after king h7, you can't defend rook d5 idea. That simply the king cannot make escape. So basically, that was another decisive game. And just like I said, the other two games was finished draw. So that was game between Grandmaster Anand Nakamura and Wesley Caruana. But I mentioned these two games was not so interesting to go over today, because definitely these two games really didn't make anything serious. So after round 7, we have standings, where actually Aronian leads with the 5 points, and Nakamura is a second place. Third place is Kramnik and Giri. Third and fourth place, Kramnik, Giri, 4 points. Then Wesley saw 5 points. Fifth place with the 3.5 points. 6 to 8 points. 6 to 8 place, Caruana, Karjakin, and Anand with the 3 points. 9 to 10, Carlsen and Vachier-Lagrave with the 2.5 points. So Anand also have some crisis in the beginning of this tournament, but he won one game, and after that he started to play better. So Magnus Carlsen will not show that in this tournament. He still have 2 more rounds. Maybe he will win. It's unpredictable. He's world champion. Maybe he will start to play much better now. We can see. We can have to wait. But obviously, this is, I can say, maybe with a 100% guaranteed, this tournament will win Aronian for sure. So he leads with a half a point more than Nakamura. Nakamura played this tournament very well. Kramnik played also very solid, and the Giri. Other players didn't show usually what these guys show in the games. Anyway, that was all for today, guys. Thank you watching recaps of the round 7 Norway Super Tournament, and see you in some other analysis of some other tournament. Thank you all, guys.